Oh man, the more things change, the more they remain the same. Welcome back, everybody. It's your host with the most. Listen, so this headline says that a retired black officer and a black Air Force veteran were killed in what's possibly a hate crime. Now, if you listen to this whole story, you will know that this was definitely a hate crime and they were definitely targeted. But I like how law enforcement and media are tiptoeing around it. Like, what else is there that's required for them to actually say it was definitely a hate crime? Anyhow, the shooting deaths on Saturday in Winthrop, Massachusetts of retired State Trooper David Green and retired Air Force Staff Sergeant Ramona Cooper were the work of someone with disturbing beliefs, but no other threat had been identified, Suffolk District Attorney Rachel Rawlings said on Monday. This is according to ABC News. The suspect, who was identified as 28-year-old Nathan Allen, allegedly stole a vehicle, rammed the vehicle into a house, demolished the building, one side of the building, before fatally shooting the two victims, who were both black, according to police. Authorities have said that they are investigating the incident as a hate crime. Allen, the perpetrator, was later killed by police when they tried to apprehend him. Green, who is 58, and Cooper, who is 60, they both lived in Winthrop, where Saturday afternoon incident took place. Now, around 2:45 p.m., Allen allegedly drove the stolen box truck into a home, but there was no one at that house at that time when he did it. If you see the damage that was done to this house, I'm pretty sure that whoever was in that house could have been killed just sitting in the living room watching TV. So Winthrop Police Chief Terrence said that when officers arrived at the scene, they found one victim shot half a block away. The second victim engaged with the suspect in an alleyway not too far from the crash and was shot. Cooper was shot 3 times in the back, and Green was shot 4 times in the head and 3 times in the torso. Overkill. Damn. 4 times in the head and 3 times in the torso. Talk about overkill. Talk about rage. Talk about anger and hate. Oh, man. Wow. So, Green died at the scene while Cooper was pronounced dead at the hospital. A Winthrop police sergeant who responded to the scene ordered that Allen drop his weapon before firing at Allen, who was struck and later died at the hospital himself. One officer was struck by a bullet but was not seriously injured. This is what they're saying. They say, we don't believe that this individual was working with other people, so he was a lone gunman. We don't think that he comes from any hate group or radical group or organization. They believe that he acted on his own. Wink, wink. She credited a responding Winthrop police sergeant with shooting and killing the alleged suspect before things got worse. They said that he stopped other people from being killed that day because they're of the belief that after killing those two, that this person was going to continue to kill people until he was taken down. So Rawlings said Allen had troubling white supremacist rhetoric that was found in his own handwriting, and there was evidence of anti-Semitic and racist statements made against black people. This individual wrote about the superiority of the white race, about whites being apex predators. He drew swastikas. Rawlings said that the alleged suspect was married, he was employed, and he had a PhD and no criminal history. So he would appear to most as very unassuming. Did you hear that? He was married, he was fully employed, and he had a PhD. You know it's no easy feat to get a PhD. That is a doctorate, my friend. And then yesterday, right in the afternoon, he stole a box truck, crashed it into another vehicle, and then crashed it into the property. Walked away from the wreckage, interacting with multiple individuals as he was walking away. All the individuals he interacted with were non-black. He was talking to people as he was walking away. And he walked and walked until he found the black person, and he shot them. And then he walked and walked till he found another black person, and he shot that other black person. I guess in his mind he was saying that, hey, I know I'm going to go down for this. I'll probably even die for this because I'm not going to let them take me alive. So why not take one or two for the team? Kill two birds with one stone, we would say. Wow. He shot the only two black people that he encountered. This is what Rawlings said in a statement from the police department Sunday night. He shot the only two black people that he encountered. Rawlings said that Allen had a lawful license to carry that firearm that transferred from another town. The investigation is still ongoing. The candlelit vigil is planned for Thursday to mourn the two victims. Colonel Christopher Mason of the Massachusetts State Police said that Green joined the Metropolitan District Commission Police in 1980. This is the police officer that was a police officer for many years, and then he retired. So she said that he joined in 1980, and according to Mason, he became a Massachusetts State Trooper in 1992. When the MDC police merged into the state police and served there for another 14 years before retiring. It is said that he had served a total of 32 years in law enforcement. Trooper Green was widely respected and well liked by his fellow troopers, several of whom yesterday described him as a true gentleman and always courteous to the public and meticulous in his duties. From what we learned yesterday, he was held in equally high regards by his neighbors and his friends in this town where he lived. Now, I don't know why the story didn't finish with what happened with the follow-up to the female, but she is a Air Force retiree. But not only is she a Air Force retiree, but she's still employed by the military as well, currently employed by the military. And again, the fact that when he rammed that truck into the house and walked away from it, talking to people, and everybody he talked to that he did not hurt was white or not black. But as soon as he encountered an African American, he fired and he executed. And then he went on. And then when he met another African American, he did the same thing again. Spells hate crime. Is 28 years old, man. 28 years old, married with a PhD and fully employed. And they want to make it seem like he just flipped out because probably mental issues or whatever. They said that this individual was very unassuming. And I mean, we never look at someone with a PhD and say who has a stable family and a stable career field and say, oh, this person is crazy, this person looks dangerous. That's usually the person you say, hey, that person is kind of nerdy, very well kept and very quiet. They're not into all that crazy stuff. But you know, sometimes it's the silent people that have a lot of crazy in them, you know, and they bottle stuff up a lot and then they explode. And when they explode, it's usually tragic like this right here. I started this video by saying the more things change, the more things remain the same, because that has been my experience living in this great United States of America, is that you have to be on guard at all times. I tell my wife that, I tell my children that. Listen, you could be sitting at a traffic light, just driving, you're doing everything right, the light's red, you stopped your vehicle, and you are waiting for the light to change to go about your business, and you could be executed sitting right there by someone who decides that I hate black people and today I'm going to kill one, and they choose you randomly. You didn't have to drive bad. You didn't have to cut them off in traffic. You didn't have to necessarily have your music playing loud that it irritates them and makes them feel unsafe. By the way, there was a similar situation where a white man, executed a young black male because the young black male was playing rap music, and the white man that executed him actually said rap music made him feel very unsafe. So he felt that it was his duty to make his neighborhood safe. Believe that. So, surrounded by enemies much? I mean, shout out to all the good white people, man, who stand up for us, because we can't do it by ourselves. We're greatly outnumbered. So shout out to all of them from every other race who stands up for human rights and dignity and love, equal rights, period. Shout out to all of them who are against racism and are against hate towards your fellow human being, whether it's because they're gay or straight, or whether it's because they are black, white, or Asian, or whatever the case may be. As long as you are not for the hate, then I am all for you. This particular case is kind of open shut. It is clear to see that this was a hate crime indeed. Be careful out there, people. Be careful out there. My grandma always said, when you think it's peace and safety, it's sudden destruction, baby. Enough said. I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.
I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway. It all started in that empty highway. Ask if I'm gon' ride, I say away. Sliding, police right behind me, trying to die tonight. C4 if you try and blow like dynamite.
Alright, so that's T-Viral, and he has released Hallways, and this is his second single on his YouTube channel called Sliding. Hit the link in the description below or in the comments section pinned. Go over to T-Viral's channel, hit that subscribe button over there, and check out his music.
Sliding, police right behind me, trying to die tonight. C4 if you try and blow like dynamite.
Alright, listen, so you started a business, right? Whether it's a brick and mortar business or a business online. How is your business doing? Is it doing well? Do you need promotions? You cannot afford to start a business and not do promotions. Promotions is what it's all about. Some people have a big budget. That way they can spend a whole lot of money on these huge platforms. MSNBC, NBC, CNN, all those. Your budget might not be that. Those are $1 million budgets. At the same time, you can still reach a demographic of people that might be interested in your business. And how do you do that? You do that by piggybacking on one of these channels that the core audience of that channel is also the type of people you are trying to reach with your business. It works, okay? Hook up, give me a call, or shoot me an email and let's get your promo going right now. I don't care what business it is. I can send people to you. Now, before we go, let me say this. I am not guaranteeing you a certain amount of subscribers. You are the one that will have to, or I'm not guaranteeing you a certain amount of people that will come. You are the one that has to continue to push your business. Okay, with you promoting your business yourself and me promoting your business for you, there's no way you can't win. So give me a call right now or shoot me an email and let's work this out. I have a promotion special going on right now. Pretty much anybody can afford this, okay? It is more than half of what I normally do things for. Get in on a deal before it's gone. I've been running it for 2 weeks. The intention is to run it for 4 weeks. So let this one pass you. Call right now. Email right now. Let's get this moving. Promotions, promotions, promotions. That's what it's all about.